I'd been seeing the same man in the background of every photo I've ever taken. It started when I was organizing old family albums last month. My mother had passed away, leaving me boxes of photographs dating back to my childhood. I sorted them chronologically: birthdays, graduations, vacations, creating a visual timeline of my life. That's when I noticed him, a tall figure in a dark coat, standing in the background of my 5th birthday party. Just a blur, really, partially hidden behind another parent. I wouldn't have thought anything of it, except I saw him again and again and again. In my middle school graduation photo, he stood at the edge of the auditorium. At my high school prom, he appeared in the reflection of a decorative mirror. During my college years, he lurked in a crowd of students on the quad. My wedding, my honeymoon in Bali, my daughter's birth. He was in every significant photograph, always at the periphery, never the focus, always watching, always the same. Tall, thin, dark coat, face obscured or turned away, just enough to remain unidentifiable. At first, I thought it was a bizarre coincidence, perhaps a distinctive-looking person who just happened to be in the background of a few photos. But as I continued sorting, the pattern became undeniable. This wasn't random. This was deliberate. I showed my husband, Jason. "You're overreacting," he said, squinting at the photos spread across our dining room table. "It's just some guy who looks similar in a few shots. This one isn't even clear enough to tell." But I knew. Mother's intuition, perhaps the same instinct that wakes you when your baby's breathing changes, that raises the hair on your neck when your child climbs too high. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about all those moments my entire life, where he had been present, silent, watching. I slipped out of bed and returned to the dining room, studying the photos under the harsh light of my phone's flashlight. In my high school graduation picture, half his face was visible for the first time. Hadn't noticed it earlier. His eye, just one, stared directly at the camera, at me. Knowing, I Googled same man in all my photos and found nothing helpful, just creepypastas and urban legends. I tried stalker in background of photo and got articles about restraining orders and personal safety. This felt different. This man had been present at moments no stalker could have anticipated. How could anyone have known my family would take that specific detour on our road trip in 1997? Or that Jason would propose at that particular restaurant? Or that my water would break 3 weeks early at my baby shower? The next morning, I called my father. "Dad, have you ever noticed a tall man in a dark coat in our family photos? Someone who shows up a lot, but isn't part of the family." The silence that followed lasted long enough that I checked if the call had dropped. "Where did you find those photos?" he finally asked, his voice unnaturally tight. "In Mom's things." "Dad, what's going on? Who is he?" Another pause. "I'll come over." Don't look at any more pictures until I get there." My father arrived 30 minutes later, looking older than I'd ever seen him. He sat heavily at my dining room table, staring at the photo array. "I hope you'd never notice," he said, softly. "Your mother thought you would eventually. She said you had her eyes, really seeing things. Dad, you're scaring me." He picked up my 5th birthday photo, his finger hovering over the blurry figure. "Before you were born, your mother and I tried for years to have a child. 3 miscarriages. We were desperate." His voice cracked. "There was a specialist someone recommended." Not a conventional doctor. He practiced alternative methods. My skin prickled with sudden cold. "What kind of methods?" "The kind where you don't ask questions," my father said. "The kind where you sign papers you don't fully read because you want a baby so badly you do anything." I felt dizzy, my vision narrow into a tunnel. "What are you saying? You were born 9 months later. Perfect, healthy, everything we dreamed of." He smiled sadly, but there was a condition. He said he'd need to monitor you periodically. He wouldn't explain why, just that it was part of the arrangement. The man in the photos, I whispered. Dad nodded. He never approached you, never interfered, just watched from a distance. Your mother spotted him, first at your christening, then your first day of kindergarten. We were terrified, but every time we tried to confront him, he'd vanish. Eventually we realized he wasn't trying to harm you. He was observing. My hands shook as I gathered the photos, examining each ghostly appearance with new understanding. What did he do to me? What am I? You're our daughter, my father said firmly, gripping my hand. Whatever arrangement was made, whatever he did, it doesn't change that, but it changes everything else. I pushed back from the table. Some stranger has been watching me my entire life because of a deal you made. We were desperate, he repeated, tears forming. We just wanted you. I took a deep breath, forcing myself to calm down. Have you seen him recently? Since Mum got sick? Dad shook his head. Not for years. We thought maybe whatever he was monitoring had finished. That night, after my father left and Jason took our daughter to his parents' place to give me space, I returned to the photos. If this man had been watching me my whole life, I wanted to know everything I could about him. I examined each appearance chronologically, noting changes. His coat never changed, but his posture did. In my childhood photos, he stood straight, alert. By my teens, he seemed to be leaning on something, a cane perhaps. In my wedding photo, he was definitely using a cane in the most recent images. He appeared to be stooped with age. He was aging just like anyone else. On impulse, I grabbed my phone and scrolled through recent pictures. If he'd been in every significant photo of my life, where was he now? I found him in the background of my mother's funeral, standing beneath an oak tree, leaning heavily on his cane. His face, for the first time, was clearly visible as he looked directly at the camera. An old man, tired, sad, and so familiar, it made my heart stop. He had my eyes, my mother's eyes. With shaking hands, I picked up the most recent family photo, taken at the hospital the day my daughter was born. The man stood in the corridor outside my room, and next to him, partially obscured but unmistakable, was a second figure, shorter, feminine, in a dark coat, a woman I'd never seen before, but my daughter would. I understand now. I know what the arrangement was, what my parents agreed to every generation, a watcher for each child. My unknown grandmother watched my mother, my unknown grandfather watched me, and now someone is watching my daughter. The cycle continues. The arrangement stands. I should be terrified. I should be calling the police, taking my family and running. Instead, I find myself strangely comforted, protected even. All those moments when I felt someone watching over me, they were family I never knew I had, keeping silent vigil. I've started taking more photos, looking for the woman in the dark coat, wondering if someday my daughter will come to me with the same questions, wondering what I'll tell her when she does. For now, I tuck the photographs away and wait for understanding, for answers, for the moment when our eyes, those distinctive family eyes, will finally meet. If you're still watching, you're brave, but nightmares have a way of following you. So before the darkness creeps in again, make sure to hit that like button, share this tale with someone who dares to listen, and subscribe for more nightmares every week. Until next time, sleep tight if you can.